What's going on, everyone? Ujiro here with the latest game that we played. Let's see here. It's this one right here. And I believe this is our transition from Master Tier into Grandmaster. So we've made it from unranked to Grandmaster, and this is Grandmaster game, and I'm just going to go ahead and go over it. So here it is. We have a pretty decent team. Everyone's stats on this team was really good. They all had high win rates and everything, so the game is not too exciting. I'm just gonna talk and do a couple shout outs while we just play, and yeah, it's a quick one, but I wanted to. This is a game I wouldn't normally show because it was just so boring and quick, but it is a transaction into another tier from, the transactions from or transcending from, Grandmaster to Epic. I would post a video no matter how good or bad it was. Even if I fed a lot, it's still a transitioning, and those are important. I want to include those. Every win I want to include, and if it's too one-sided, I won't really talk. I'll just say it was, and I'll speed up the gameplay and then add another, the next game on top of it. You know what I mean? So, but this one we're off to a good start. We got the blue buff, and we're just farming right now. And I think someone on our team died already. And that was the Roger, Roger's just doing Roger things. Roger is always aggressive super early from the Rogers that I've seen, so. Because they'll have access to two forms right away. They have the hybrid wolf form, so they have the marksman, and they also have the abilities that he has is just like a net slow with his first skill, and then movement speed, and then his ultimate kind of just puts him into wolf form, and his melee form, when his hybrid form really, he gets a lunge, and then, attack speed. Here we decided to go in because we knew we were going to hit level 4 preemptively, and we were trying to bait them in. That guy right there took a lot of tower damage, and now we're jumping on to the next guy and securing ourselves a double kill, which is pretty normal. I always tend to try to play to my advantage and, try to bait the enemy team to make a mistake there. And I wasn't really going for Dyrith. He was just kind of like there and goofed. I was trying to bait into Valier, thinking he could kill me, and me getting a level 4 upgrade, basically. Transitioning from level 3 to level 4 with Freya is huge. You're going to gain a massive shield, and you can pretty much kill anyone no matter how much HP you have, unless you get instantly bursted. Early game, that is. Early game like that. So even if Valier did his full combo on me, I knew I'd be fine because I was about to hit level 4. And I had a shield still available from my second skill. So here we're just trying to farm some kills around the map. And then Roger's getting a little too greedy, and he was taking the tower, but I don't think we had enough momentum to jump on the Franco right away. I almost called him Gragas because of Arena of Valor, but yeah. It's funny, in like every mobile game, each game has their own person that hooks and crowd controls. There's like in League of Legends, there's two of them. Let's start with the original one that did all of this. So the model of Frankel for this game was originally made from a character named called Pudge the Butcher, and he has a meat hook, and then he has his second skill is like a slow called Raw, and then his ultimate is like a dismember where he eats his prey, and you can continue doing damage over time with the second skill. And every mobile game has their version of him, but they do a different thing. In Arena of Valor, Gragas has a hook, and then he has like a stomp, a typical stomp, and then his ultimate isn't a dismember like in this game or whatever, or Dota's version. It's an inhale. It's like a sub. Well, every Frankel-like character has one of those like subdue things as an ultimate, but I think Arena of Valor's is really, really unique because it's an AoE immobilization. He can basically, he turns into a Kirby and sucks everyone in and pulls them in towards him. And I think that's really cool because it's an AoE and its own unique thing. This set kind of feels like just a rip-off of just, a stomp, or like a hook and a stomp and then just subdue. Unlike the Butcher, of course, his is from Dota. His is he bites people and he gains HP. This one, Franco just holds him in place and just beats him, which is typically the same thing. I like how Arena of Valor did like its own unique version, and it's an AoE ultimate. It's really cool. Anyways, we bit off more than we can chew here. I was trying to bait them in and I messed up. But yeah, it's really cool. Also, the new hero is out if you guys are interested in me doing gameplay of him. He's kind of underwhelming. Like, he's unique, he's cool, he's awesome, but his big guy stacks are kind of lame. Like, the only thing, like, when you die and you're in the base, you start off with 15 big guy stacks, so you're not like completely tiny so you can defend. But when you're moving around the map, if you're not constantly doing damage with your first skill and beating people or hitting minions or anything, or constantly hitting something, your big guy stacks will run out. And what I feel like they should do is your big guy stacks, they should not run out and go completely to zero after the timer goes down. It should go from whatever number it is and then decrease by 1 and keep going down like that. Not just when you're at 20 stacks and all of a sudden you can't hit a minion and then it goes from 20 to 0 and all your work is just effortless. It's like no meaning behind it. It was like you put in all that work to get to 20 stacks and then you're stomping the ground having fun, and then all of a sudden you can't find anything to kill or to constantly do damage on, and boom, all that time you wasted getting those 20 stacks gone. I feel like it should go from 20, whatever number you're on, and you lose your stack by 1, not all the way to 0. That would make him more fun and more balanced and more enjoyable. And I think he's a cool design, cool concept, but I feel like his passive just needs to be worked a little bit. It's like your reward for your hard work is getting him bigger and larger and stronger and making him like a huge dinosaur, but you lose all of your momentum just because of a timer. That's so lame. But I hope they fixed it. I'm gonna, hopefully, if I can, I'll try to suggest it to them so they so they can maybe get an idea of what I mean. So yeah, that's my thoughts on him. He's good, he's cool, his ultimate's cool, his abilities are cool, but his passive, yeah, like watch it. Like let's say all those creeps I killed, I'm a huge dinosaur tank now, and I'm running around, and I ran out of minions to hit, and now I can't. Now I went from huge to tiny in like 20 seconds because I couldn't attack something. And it's just like, oh man. And you're not really constantly moving and hitting anything unless you're a hyper carry doing like 1-3-1 or something like that, or like a split pusher or something like that. He's a tank that's supposed to initiate or supposed to take damage and stuff like that, but losing your stack so fast it makes him like really weak. Pardon my my notifications. I keep forgetting to turn it off when I record. Is this a hassle, turning off notifications when you're recording and then turning it back on?
An ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy.
I love that skin. It's like the Hylian shield. That's what it looks like.
Request backup.
It's more. Anyways, enough of that. More to gameplay. I think we get a kill here. It turns into a double. I don't know if we get a triple here or not, but oh well, we do. Okay, cool. Let's try to see if we can get a maniac. I don't think so, because I think Balmand over here is gonna take it from us. I wish he did that sooner, but no, he's a greedy person, wants kills. Like, why wouldn't you want someone to get a maniac? That's hard to get. It ain't easy. So the Balmond's doing really good. He's kind of like taking the leadership role and just kind of just jumping in and doing everything. It's nice not having to do it myself for once, but he spams way too much. Like every second, it's like he's trying to hold our hands, but we don't need our hands held. But it's all good. I appreciate it. He's just trying to win. And that's all that matters. So, there it is. The transition, and now we are Grandmaster. And I will show you guys my stats for rank right now. Battlefield. Rank. So we're 23 wins. We have, I think like maybe one or two losses at the most. But, yep, that's about it. Another details. So, this is what our details are like. KDA, percentage, gold minute per game, and all that good stuff. We have a lot of maniacs, a lot of savages. As you can see, they're not clickbait or anything. They're actually real, and they're in my ranked games. So, and all my ranked games that I play, they're all solo queue. See, there's different people here. different people here. And occasionally I will get the same people, but it's because we queue at the same time. You know, here. And then, of course... Look, I didn't mean to do that. Grandmaster 1. So, there it is. We did it. And thank you guys for sticking with me through my journey. And let's try to get to Epic. We have 7 days to complete this. I'm going to, you know, just upload slowly today and kind of take a break and hang out with some family and friends. But on the weekend, I'm going to be playing hardcore. So, I'll see you all then. And yeah, thanks for watching and all that good stuff. And let's see, I'm gonna show you guys the new hero real quick. Actually, I'll just probably do that for another video anyways. Take care. Peace.